I've never had this much trouble rolling pizza dough before.
Hey guys, it's Rachel, aka RCLBeauty101, and you are watching DIY or DI Don't, where we test out crazy DIY projects and see what actually works. Today we're gonna try out the infamous pizza cake.
The first thing I'm gonna start with is pizza dough. Now, I'm getting the one that's like pre-made because like ain't nobody got time for making your own pizza dough. Make sure you wash your hands first, people. Okay, then since we need to roll this pizza out, take some canola oil and spray it on your rolling pin so that it doesn't get stuck. Then roll it into like a giant square rectangle thing, because you need to make it as flat as you can in order to make it fit into like this thing. How do they do this? Hold it down. Okay, this is kind of better. It's sticking to the pin, but it's still kind of better. Okay. I'm gonna put some elbow grease into this. We're gonna pretend that that did not happen just now. I managed to get this done some way, somehow. This is the container that you have to use to make this like very, very, very deep dish pizza. We're gonna just be making a bunch of these circles, okay? So I'm gonna take this thingy and measure it so that I can get the dough to fit in there. I'm gonna try like peeling it. Oh, ooh, it's working. Snazzy. I had very low hopes for that actually peeling off. I have another cookie sheet that I'm gonna put them on so that I can cook it for 8 minutes afterwards, so that when I put it in this container, it's not too sticky. Okay. Rolling the dough around too. So I just took those circles and put them in the oven for about 8 minutes at 400 degrees. And now I'm gonna make the outside crust. So pretty much I just need to make this into a line, which will not be difficult at all. It just needs to be long enough to fit in like right over here. I have a line about as long as like, roll this out like a flattened out snake. Now I'm gonna take the thick pieces and I'm gonna make an outer lining of it. So it's kind of like a crust, but at the same time, not even remotely like a crust at all. Once it looks like it's like lined so that the pizza has something to hold on to, you know you're good. I'm just gonna put it on top of this and cook it on top of this, and then voila, we have a nice pizza on top of this. So I have the 3 pieces of dough that were cooked in the oven for 8 minutes. They're supposed to be circle. I don't know how well this is gonna work out anymore. Okay, let's see. Okay, that's kind of okay actually. I dig it. I could dig it. Okay. It looks only slightly ridiculous, which is all you could ever ask for in life. Okay. Now that my pizza looks like this, then take some, generic pizza sauce. Oh look, it magically opened. Now I'm just gonna take some of the sauce and make like a normal pizza with it, like I would do if I was hungry for pizza. Try to just spread it around as like nicely as you can. Now that you have a nice circular sauce, we're gonna take the cheese. I personally like my pizzas cheesy, so this is your own personal preference, but I'm gonna go ham on this. Okay. Now I'm hungry. I got my cheese, I got my sauce, I got my first layer of pizza, and now we're on to the second layer of pizza. And now for the third layer of pizza. And since this is the last layer of pizza, I'm gonna put a pretty amount of cheese. And now I'm just gonna take this pizza and put it in the oven at 400 degrees for 20 to 25 minutes. The pizza just came out of the oven, and to be completely honest, this looks so underwhelming. Maybe it's because I didn't put like enough layers or something, but let's just see how it looks when I take it out of the... Okay, let me get this down without killing myself. Okay, it looks like nothing that I've ever seen before. I would eat this. I thought that it was going to be to the point where I was like, no. This is not even remotely what the picture looked like at all, but it's still kind of cool. Let's see how it looks on the inside, because that's, beauty is on the inside, okay? I'm gonna cut it like a little cake. Okay. It looks like pizza that's stacked on top of other pizzas. But let's do a real test. How does it taste? Ooh. Not too bad. It's like slightly off, but to the point where you're like, maybe I just went to a bad pizza restaurant, not to the point where I'm like, oh my God, I totally messed up on making this pizza. If you guys are gonna try this at home, I'd put like way more layers on top. Like if I made like maybe like 12 layers or something, I think it'd be pretty cool. Right now it kind of just looks like a plain deep dish pizza, which isn't worth the time that it took to make it. I would say this is like half DIY, half DI don't. So it's like kind of like a DI maybe is what I would say. What do you want to see next on DIY or DI don't? Make sure to subscribe to my channel, RCLBeauty101, and also subscribe to AwesomenessTV's channel so you can see more DIYs or DI don'ts.